very, very slowly. Okay? And then we're going to do the same circle inside. Very, very slowly. Okay? But this quote's about 2 eyes. So we're going to do another eye over here. One side of the circle. Start at the top. The other side of the circle. And then the same thing inside. And so what you're going to do is you're going to push down hard on your pencil and make it really black here. That's the pupil. And that's the pupil over there. Okay? And then we're going to really softly with your pencil draw a highlight here and a highlight there. Okay? Now maybe I'll zoom in a tiny bit here. Okay, so what we're going to do now is you're going to very, very softly with your pencil, you're going to go like that around that highlight. Okay, then you're going to do the same thing over here. I don't know, I remember when I was a little girl, someone taught me how to draw an eye and I got really excited. So there you go, 2 eyes. And then we're going to put if you look closely at an eye, what happens is it goes like that. And actually you don't see the top. Usually don't see the top of an eye, the whole round part of the eye. Okay, but it's still got that shadow, so you might have to draw the shadow again. That shadow is actually the shadow of the eyelid. Okay, so we can draw another line above it. And then when you look, a lot of times you look in people's eyes and you see the bottom. You see a lot of the bottom there, okay? Alright, let's do the same thing over here. And then we're going to go like this. Just kind of cut off some of the top of the round part. And then you're going to do the bottom. Maybe I'll try to erase that one more time. And then we're going to go like that. Maybe I'll have to fix the shadow a little bit, clean it up a little. So now we have these 2 eyes. But these are 2 eyes of different people. Okay? So we're going to make one eye one color and another eye another color. I think maybe I'll make one eye something that's kind of brown. I'm going to outline the pupil. I don't want to push down very hard though. I want to be able to see the shadow, and I definitely don't want to color in the sparkle. So the thing about crayons is you can always push down harder and add more layers, but you can't, it's not as, you don't erase them. So now we have one color there, and then maybe I'll take you could do green or blue. I'm going to pick up a color called forest green. I'm going to color in the shadow first, and then outline the eye there. So now it looks kind of bright. So I should have probably used olive green. So I'm going to try to make it doesn't look quite that bright on my paper. So I'm going to put I'm going to layer some other greens on top that might dull it down a little. Like olive and maybe, yeah, this is olive here. Maybe I'll put some pencil on top too, just to make it not quite so bright, such a bright green. Alright, so then you're going to, we're going to pick out one of the light browns, apricot or peach. Okay, so let's find one of those. Let's see. Okay, so even if we're going to do a darker flesh tone, we're going to start with a light apricot or peach. And we're just going to go really light around it. I'm going to outline it first and then put it soft around it. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Outline the pencil so it doesn't smear and then put it soft. So now we see the sort of the white of the eye. So I'm going to keep the one on the right. I'm going to keep this one like a light flesh tone. And I'm going to put more of it over here. Go out a little farther. And then I'm going to put darker browns on top of it, just gradually. What I'm trying to suggest here is that there are many, many, many different flesh tones in the world. And so we just want to have two different flesh tones. We're going to have a light flesh tone and maybe a darker flesh tone. Just add as many browns as you want. So I added that brown. Now I can add another brown. Just so they look different. Because that's going to help you understand this quote, kind of. That if we have two different, I'm just trying to suggest two different people. And there we go. So we've got a light flesh tone and a dark flesh tone. And so this quote, oh, we can put some eyelashes on there. So you can do some eyelashes going this way. And maybe some really, really super light ones underneath. And then this way. As many as you want, and then some going, they kind of curve this way. Down below. Okay? And so this quote is an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. So, in other words, you know, if someone hurts you and then you hurt someone else, you know, that's an eye for an eye. And the author of that one is Gandhi. Ghandhi. And The author of that is Gandhi, Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi from India. And so that's a good one. That's a very good one. An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. You can also put a little tiny bit of shadow underneath the, right there, because there actually would be a little shadow. So I guess, part of this quote is to forgive also. Another way of talking about forgiving someone, or just not retaliating if something happens. Eye for an eye makes the whole world blind.